I know the WHO's mission of eliminating malaria. I can see Egypt and few other countries are now being considered as malaria-free countries.
Sure, yes.
So
yes.
we, as Nigerians, I believe we can be able to do that.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
we doing that, I think we definitely need certain things that will really help us in eliminating that.
Like the
Especially,
non-invasive
yeah,
techniques.
that's the standard method being used, which are PCR, the microscopy, and also the RDT. And with the deletion of the gene, RDT cannot be able to
Oh, right.
detect falsifier. At times, it tends to give the false negative
Right.
or false positive. I may say that. So with that, we only go back to the microscopy, which is the standard method. As PCR is really expensive.
Yeah, then PCR is really expensive.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
It kind of takes time. All those things.
Okay,
Yeah.
so with the microscopy, we really need more experts in that field, especially people who can be able to see through and know, okay, this is malaria, okay, this malaria is at this stage.
Sure.
Not only the expert, but also there are many cases of malaria, and those cases, like for them to be able to diagnose, let's take maybe it takes 2 to 3 hours, especially after taking the blood sample, the staining, and all that, or looking through it under the microscope. It really takes time,
Yeah,
2 to 3 hours to 4 hours. Let's imagine we have more than 100 people incubated, and we have limited microscopy. Not only limited, even though we have the abundant microscopy, but the technicians, we don't have much more expert people, especially in Nigeria, in some parts of Nigeria, and especially where the disease is more, especially in the rural areas.
Yeah, in the rural area. So like sometimes you have like enough resources for the actual equipment, but sometimes you don't have expertise. Is that more the major problem, or are they both problems?
I think both of them. I believe both of them are problems.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Not only the expertise, but also the resources.
The resources,
yeah. Because you can't go to the rural area, and also the time, because going to the rural area where there is more maybe 500 to 6,000, or maybe 1,000 to 3,000 people living in the specific village or maybe specific area, you rarely find hospitals.
Yeah.
Even though, yeah, they might have some clinics, but those clinics are not well equipped.
No.
Yeah, okay, let's say they are well equipped, but there are no technicians or the expertise we might be needing for that. So they have to move to the city for treatment. And before they go there, at times, it is when the disease tends, and maybe when the malaria becomes really extensive. As you know, people, too bad, especially people from rural areas, they just feel a bit headache. Well, it will get well. Just drink some water, sleep. The next day, they only take you to hospital, or they only consider it as something when you fall down.
Okay, then
when you fall down, start shivering and all that, that's when they will start considering as something.
Oh no, malaria. Yeah.
So
they don't recognize the step ladder fever type, or
I believe not everyone really understand that. Even though some people might understand that, but they'll be like, don't worry, you'll get better.
Okay.
You are Nigerian, or maybe you're African. No, small disease can't kill you, small disease, so don't worry, you'll get better. And all that. So with this mindset, we really go to the hospital, which leads to delay in detection, and subsequently, when the person gets to the hospital, is really at the critical stage. Yeah, so that's one thing, and that really becomes a burden, especially for us to be able to eliminate the malaria. But if we can be able to have something that we can use, especially in those rural areas, for easy detection and also for early detection, which is something to which even a layman can be able to use it and detect it, that would be more easier.
Wonderful, yes.
Yeah, especially non-invasive, since I'm sure not everyone could be able to like draw a blood sample from a person, except if you are a trained technician or someone who has been into the field.
Sure, yes. And like, it's so much more portable to be non-invasive. You don't have to have this blood stuff with you.
So with the non-invasive method, anyone can just use it. Okay, in just 2 minutes, you are done. Is it positive or negative? Anyone can be able to see it. Okay, it is positive. Okay, that's good.
And even someone who's not showing symptoms, correct?
Yeah, even someone who is not showing symptoms, you can be able to detect it. And that's why it becomes really significant, especially in eliminating this and also in early detection for the malaria.
Because then what the early detection does, and tell me if I'm wrong, then they can get treatment, and then the mosquitoes can't transmit the disease more and more, correct? Okay. So like, how did a country like Egypt eradicate it? Did they have just these PCR tests all the time because they're just more wealthy and can do that? Or do you know? If you don't know, that's okay.
Okay, so
also different conditions and different problems. Yeah.
Okay, they use different methods, but let's not go into that.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Yeah. But I love your project. Yeah. So, and it can also tell you the level of parasitemia, like how much of it you have.
Right now, it is no, but subsequently, if we train it with more data, especially the machine learning model, we can be able to see that.
Yes. Okay, that's what I was getting at. Okay, cool. Okay.